Straight to this breaking news update from Catawba County tonight. Nearly 72 hours after a mass shooting, the sheriff's office says it has made an arrest now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the suspect in the North Carolina mass shooting at a party has been identified. And I called it right. I told you guys exactly what this person most likely was going to look like based off the neighborhood that this was in. How are you good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see above and below. Hit the thumbs up button. That way my content can stay consistent, recommended to you. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the bell notification in the process, which will allow you to select all notifications. Last but not least, do not forget to go and check the channel. Call you this. I'm not editing that. I'm just messing with y'all. Yeah, go check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Father. There's already 3 episodes posted on there. Everything that I'm asking you to do on this channel, I would hope that you go and do the same thing on that channel over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep bringing y'all the stuff as I get updated. So a suspect has been named, ladies and gentlemen. Remember I told you guys about that mass shooting that happened in North Carolina, but I said it was being overshadowed by the terrorist attack that happened in Boulder, Colorado. In my last video, if you watched my last video, I told you guys how some stuff just didn't add up right. I know we all got the sign, we got the usual suspects in mind. We said, hey, how come this boy picture's not drawn up? How? Because I bet you he's black. It's a good chance he's black. But then I was like, something is a little strange about this because I'm thinking about the neighborhood that it happened in, the houses and people that stay around there. And I was keeping it real with y'all. I said it looked like it's dominantly white people and white people of a certain type of standard. So I'm pretty sure this must have been someone that looked just like white people. Did I not say that? And I said it's going to be somebody that looked just like the folks that kind of live around there. Some white folks, might be some troubled high school kids or something like that. It all came over there. And lo and behold, here's the story.
I'm Colin Mayfield.
And I'm Vanessa Rufus. 20-year-old Garen Killian is now in custody, charged with 1 count of attempted murder. And tomorrow he faces a judge for the first time in this case. We first brought you this as breaking news on WCNC Plus tonight. This was the only place that you could see this live as new information came in throughout the evening. And this is why we always urge you to keep our stream on. We are constantly bringing you the latest updates from morning until night.
Investigators executed multiple search warrants as they search for answers. WCNC Charlotte Siobhan Riley joins us live in studio with latest developments here. Siobhan, apparently Killian was involved in a separate shooting less than 2 months ago.
That is correct. We previously reported Garen Killian and another person were arrested back in April for shooting into a crowd in a parking lot near a Chuck E. Cheese franchise. Tonight, he remains in jail for the shooting over the weekend without bond.
On our little community.
Hairstylist Misty Kilby is still trying to make sense of the shooting over the weekend near her salon that left 1 person dead.
I had to come up here and clean my salon on Sunday, and I was so terrified. I kept the doors locked, and everything I heard, I was like, what is that?
Investigators say 20-year-old Garen Killian is charged with first-degree murder after a pool party turned deadly. Some disappointed to learn this isn't Killian's first run-in with the law.
Like, what was the reasoning behind this?
Investigators say the party was advertised on social media and people were charged for admission. The SBI, FBI, and the alcohol law enforcement are assisting with this investigation.
ALE's focus is underage drinking at that party, the party planners, and laws that might have been violated along those lines.
Major Aaron Turk with the Catawba County Sheriff's Office says leads are coming in quickly. Deputies were called out to the home before the shooting because of a noise complaint.
Our deputies did warn them about the size of the party and our perceptions that it was unsafe. That party, though, was on private property, and legally we did not have the authority at that time to shut it down.
Turk says at least 80 shots were fired. With Killian's arrest, the search continues for other shooters, and the hope witnesses will keep coming forward.
It appears to us that the shooting initiated from that elevated position in the neighbor's yard, and that persons that were attending the pool party were also armed, and there were shots fired by those people as well.
And 58-year-old Sean Hood died in that shooting. Investigators believe he may have been one of the party promoters. There's a $15,000 reward being offered in this case. Back to you.
Siobhan, thank you.
Charged with 1 count of attempted first-degree murder is being held under no bond tonight. What you're seeing here is actually an old mugshot of his back when he was arrested in Hickory on April 6th, when officers say shots were fired into a crowd that had gathered in a parking lot near the Target off Catawba Valley Boulevard. As for the mass shooting, officers have told us they are looking for multiple shooters. We're told people attending the party were also armed and they fired shots as well. We know, again, 12 people were hurt in all of this, including 58-year-old Sean Hood, who was killed. 11 others hospitalized, one of those victims critically injured. Officers expect more arrests to come.
What I can tell you is that it appears to us that the shooting initiated from that elevated position in the neighbor's yard, and that persons that were attending the pool party were also armed, and there were shots fired by those people as well. Whether it was a direct return of fire, I can't confirm as I stand here, but both sides of that situation were shooting.
So why the shooting started, that is still a question unanswered tonight. Now, we did learn a little more about the party itself and what happened when deputies were called out to it earlier in the evening.
Best information we have now is that it was an advertised party on social media. We do understand that money was being charged for admission, and the theme seemed to be centered around the pool that's on that property.
You go back to the conference on Sunday, you were talking about deputies responding to a previous noise violation. When they responded to that, was there consideration of shutting down the party at that point, or what was that? How did that interaction end?
It was a noise complaint that we responded to. We interacted with the controlling parties at the residence at that time. They did turn the noise down. Our deputies did warn them about the size of the party and our perceptions that it was unsafe. That party, though, was on private property, and legally we did not have the authority at that time to shut it down, as you would use those words.
Now, you may be thinking, with so many people, so many witnesses, why has information been slow in coming out? Why did it take about 72 hours to announce any arrests?
Well, that's because they had to have their I's dotted and their T's crossed, had to make sure that any of the ones that were involved that were shot, that they weren't some kids that were not supposed to be there, that these children may be children of judges and high lawyers, lawyers, AGs, DAs, anybody like that. Let's just keep it real. And for this to happen at this party is crazy. They were charging to come to the party. But what is interesting about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that although they do have a suspect, you need to understand something. That does not mean that that suspect is necessarily the person that ended the man who is the owner of the home's life. They said they returned fire. So I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know, as this unfolds, we might end up having a classic case of FAFO. And I don't mean in regards to what happened to the man that lost his life. I'm talking about in regards to they saying if he fired and people fired back at him. First of all, guys, I'm just keeping it real. It would be very irresponsible. In the crowd, you firing back at the crowd, unless you like circle around and trying to air out the one person that you got a clear shot on, but just pulling out and start busting. You don't know who you might hit. So anyway, those 11 people that were shot, y'all know what type of investigation is going to have to take place now to find out what they were shot by, to get the ballistics on that, to take the bullets out and see which gun was used when it went through it's a lot of stuff that has to be unpacked in this. It's a lot, which is why I understand why it's like, okay, why is it taking so long to release it? Now, I told y'all, I gave y'all my opinion. I'm like, okay, it ain't going to look like us. There's going to be some people that's going to be involved in it. It doesn't have in a neighborhood like that. This is an upscaled area. It's going to be those type of things to where y'all are going to see that amongst these good neighborhoods and these good people, when you go to a high school, you will still find, I don't care if it's all white, you will find certain mindsets of certain culture in those high schools that will be bringing that drama or a part of that drama there. And you can also have the same thing where you might have some kids that grew up in a nice suburban upscale neighborhood that they want to try to go to school and try to be about that life. And they're not. Yes, amongst white people. Oh my God, who would have thought? Yeah, flat out, dead serious. So anyway, so many elements to unpack in this story. And I guarantee y'all, as more evidence and more things come out, the crazier it might get, because now to find out that they returned fire, that just completely changes the game up now. So when you talk about a mass shooting, it doesn't necessarily mean there was one shooter in this case. It might have been mass people that got hit, but they could have got hit by all types of bullets that were flying from multiple directions. Yeah, this is gonna be wild right here. So, and again, when I get updates on this, you'll get updates on this. But you guys let me know if you're from the North Carolina area, from this county, from the surrounding county. You guys let me know what you heard. You let me know who you may have heard that got shot or is involved in and what their stories are. If they posting it on TikTok, send me the link in the comment section down below, and I can go on there and get a little bit more info. All right. Let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comment section below after this video. Do not forget to do what you see. Y'all, seriously, can y'all do this right here? That really does help me big. This is the best thing y'all can do right here, okay? You want to see the next video that I will be doing? Oh, I don't know if it might be tonight, but if it is, you will see it up there. Things I did as of yesterday is going to be right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all.